Hey guys, so I have a plethora of apples because when you get the food pantry boxes, they mainly have a lot of apples and cucumbers, potatoes and onions, and I couldn't figure out what to do with all these apples. Well, I'm going to come back with a couple of recipes for apples. This one is for apple butter. I peeled and cored a lot of apples. I can't tell you how many, but it was a bag full of them. And I put them in this crock pot. And I'm going to add some brown sugar. Now, you can add white or brown, or you can mix it up. I might add white later, but right now I'm going to just do brown. And I'm adding a pinch of Himalayan salt to help counteract that sweetness. I'm adding some vanilla. And this is not an exact recipe because I don't have one. And then I'm going to add cinnamon. And this is going to go in a crock pot on low for about 10 hours. A couple of hours later, I may taste the juice to see if I need to add anything. So I'm going to put my top on. And then put this on low. And in a couple of hours, I'm going to just check on it. It might have developed a little bit of juices, but I added nothing. There's enough juice, moisture in the apples, so you don't have to add anything. After 10 hours, you stir it up. Some people like apple butter a little lumpy. Some people want it smooth. You can take a hand blender if you want it smooth. But let's see what happens in 10 hours. So it's been a couple of hours, and I'm going to stir this up. You can see how much water it has made, and I did not even add any water, but that's what happens with the crock pot. A girlfriend of mine told me to make some applesauce, but I don't think that's gonna work at this point because it is so much water in it. But anyway, this still has to sit probably, I think I put this one around 9. So this won't be done until sometime tonight. And it's like almost 1 o'clock now. Okay guys, here's my apple butter. And what I'm gonna do to smooth it out is use my immersion blender. But it cooked for a good 10 hours. And of course it has dwindled down to less than half because it was the apples were filled to the top at first. But now I'm gonna just use my immersion blender to smooth it out. And here's my apple butter. Now, you gotta have something to put apple butter on. So, what I'm gonna do is now make some 2-ingredient biscuits. So I'm gonna make some 2-ingredient biscuits, and this is going to be like real simple and easy. All you need is some what is that flour? I'll think of it in half a second. Self-rising. All you need is self-rising flour and some heavy cream. Now, let me say this. The purpose of the self-rising flour is it already has the leavening in it. And the purpose of the heavy cream is fat. You need fat. Now, I don't have an exact recipe. I saw this trending on YouTube, and what I noticed is you had to have equal parts of flour and equal parts of whipping cream. Now, what I'm going to do, I've seen people use yogurt. I've seen people use whipping cream. I've seen people use buttermilk. So what I want to do is a taste comparison between the whipping cream, the yogurt, and the this is sticky, whipping cream, yogurt, and buttermilk. Now, this is sticky. They said it would be sticky. So what I'm going to do is just add a little bit more flour. Just a little bit. I don't want to add too much. I really don't. So I want to just see how this turns out. And then what I'm going to do is do the same thing for the full fat yogurt and the buttermilk. Okay, so I got about 3 biscuits out of that ladle, and I didn't need them or any of that. I mixed it up, made some drop biscuits, 3 drop biscuits, and then I'm about to put them in the oven on about 350 and keep checking on them till they look like they're done. Okay, guys, so here are the biscuits made with whipping cream and self-rising flour. So I'm going to add some, cut it open and add some butter to it. Well, actually, these are really light. I barely have to cut it open. But anyway, they're nice and fluffy. And I'm going to add a little bit of butter to it. Well, actually, this is not butter. It's spread. You know, that spread. I don't usually use butter on muffins and biscuits. I save that for some serious baking. And then what I'm going to do is take my apple butter and put that on the side. Also, I have these sausage links that are vegan that I got from Aldi's. So I'm going to try those. And yeah, let's see how this biscuit and apple butter tastes. So I'm going to taste the biscuit without the apple butter. I must admit, that's pretty good. Actually, it's really good. These biscuits are light, fluffy, crunchy on the outside, fluffy on the inside. They have a really, really good taste. Mm, mm. And that's really good with the apple butter. And I'll admit, when I was a kid, I didn't even like apple butter, but I like this one, the one I made. My dad liked it. Mm. So that's my go-to recipe for a biscuit. You can add cheese to this, to the biscuit batter. It'd be good. And then drench it with butter. That'd be really good. These are the veggie links from, oh, the veggie breakfast links. Mmm. You know what? These aren't bad at all. And I normally don't like them. They always have this little twang to it I don't like. But those veggie links are good. I'm going to be honest. I was going to try another recipe for biscuits, and I may do it. But these are excellent. I'm going to try those other two recipes, but I can't imagine it topping this one. But anyway, I'm going to finish eating breakfast because I got work to do. Until the next video, like, share, and subscribe.